democracy and human rights. This is 10th generation, and I'm especially proud that University of Sarajevo realized it study programs with our partners. The impressive number of 12 partners were included in the education process of these young colleagues, together with the University of also other partners coming from European Union countries. So the higher education system in Bosnia is strongly influenced educational system. So if Bosnia enter to the European Union this afternoon, we will produce from one unique European higher education system, we will increase that number to 12. University of Sarajevo know that we are on the right way. So the only way actually is the strong part. So your colleagues, which almost finished these study programs, are really very active in the teaching methodology, which produce graduates like Brussels prescribed, active citizens, and Montenegrin language have 90% in common, words, grammatical rules, and so on. But also other 10%, we can perfectly understand each other. What is the real difference? So my final message to you, be active Brussels citizens and really try to recognize what is the real difference. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It is my pleasure now to invite Mr. Enza Davidi, Deputy Head of the Delegation of the EU to Bosnia and Herzegovina, to take the floor.
Good morning, everybody. Ambassador, professors, academic staff and students, family of the students, distinguished guests. It's a real pleasure for me to be here this morning to mark this ceremony, which basically ends another successful partnership process and beginning of a new 2 years project in the same domain. I think this partnership between the European Union, the project implemented by the European Commission, the universities of Sarajevo and Bologna, together with, of course, all the other universities and countries which have participated, started, as you know, in 2001. The result is that now we have over 280 students that have been graduated from this course. I think the project brings together, as it was just recalled, students and staff from a number of countries whose recent history has also been marked by difficulties and in some cases even by war and conflict. Such project alone, of course, cannot solve the tension and the problems which exist within and between these Western Balkan countries, but certainly contribute to greater mutual understanding. And as the rector just said a few moments ago, it's not even a question of language, because most of the time we are all speaking the same language. The main strength of the master programs are certainly the interdisciplinary and scholarship-based nature of the program, which allows also access to postgraduate education for students that probably would not be able to afford tuition-based programs in other universities. There is a favorable environment which very much focuses on democracies and human rights. And also, I think, it was mentioned by the rector a few moments ago, there is this idea of creating a pool of students which have a very strong interest in this very important area of democracy and human rights. In this respect, I think it's important to underline also the initiative that has been basically stemming from this program as well, which is the Prava, ljudskih and the film festival that it comes with it now on an annual basis, that basically deals with films which are very much related to human rights and democracy, and part of which is contributed to discussion during the masters and the lectures, and after the screening, I understand that there are further discussion on that are taking place, and I think this is an important value added to the program as well. I think knowledge and respect of human rights is a vital importance to the development of the countries of the region, as well as for integration into the European Union. And as you know, this is not purely an academic matter, but is of great importance, I think, to have such a large amount of young people that is educated and gain knowledge in this particular domain. I think that I'm particularly proud whenever I have to be at visibility events like this, in which young people is involved, and I'm really proud that European Union and the European Commission is contributing to enhance the human capital of this region, not only in this matter, but more generally. I understand that there are still some problems, some minor issue that needs to be addressed, and to this extent, I would even appeal to the authorities of the countries concerned to do an extra effort. There is an issue in terms of mobility of the students, at least from one of the participant part of this program, that needs to be addressed. I understand that we are now moving into a next phase of the project. There will be another 2 years in which we expect another 60 students at least to be graduating from this project. Thank you very much for your attention, and once again, congratulations to all the people that has been working in this particular area, both the staff, the supporting staff, but also the students have been making effort to take their degree now. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the nice words. I would like to invite His Excellency Raimondo de Cardona, Ambassador
to the European Union. You know, in the moment in which this area will be part of the European Union, our job will have been done. In fact, the facts are proving, not only because of the Arab Spring, that lived also and especially in those countries in which gender equality is about fine-tuning the democratic processes, even on improving things. Human rights is expand. There will be new challenges that will be we will be facing with. Maybe people who are technically aware of the difficulties. You are achieving. You have achieved through your 2 years of work. Who have achieved this diploma on this year, but I understand it's almost 300. Well, this is a class of young, promising to tackle these issues, and were able to bring their value into the societies. Of course, in Southeast Europe in particular, but I understand that there are students that have arrived and have taken this as definitely a symbolic meaning for this diploma. And it is no coincidence that we are talking about these students from Southeast Europe, from, let's say, the wider Europe, and from throughout the world. So it is definitely a success story. Having made this this achievement possible, it is a great challenge that you have taken up. Universities from this area, an area that had been a center of conflict, bring them together. We know very well that once you have the re-establishment of links, and I think the fact has been launched right after the Kosovo conflict. It has a meaning in itself because it has brought people back talking with each other. It has achieved the countries of this region are speeding up towards Brussels. We hope very much that body. We are certainly working for this. There are people who are working harder than me in this, I must say. We have the aesthetics of of things and of men. You must understand that when Renzo arrived, and look at him now. So I mean, this is a sign. This is a sign of how hard it is to work and how hard we work to try to get results. It is a big challenge, and we hope that Bosnia will also make. 2012 will be an important year for Bosnia. There is reason for us to believe that as far as the European process is concerned, the end of this year, 2011, and 2012 will be a decisive year for Bosnia. We hope, we think, and we are very happy that we have a group of young, prepared students with a little bit more. Now we need young people to help us. We know how much we need you, and thank you very much for having the degree, and I really hope that you will soon be joining the ranks of...
I'd like to now invite Mr. John Patrick Leach, City Council for Culture and International Relations from Croatia, to address the audience.
There's a very strong sense of local identity, but like many small cities, it also has an increasing desire to become part of the global world which is increasingly global in economic, political and cultural at the Forlì campus, in particular the Faculty of Political Science, in particular also the Forlì has been increasingly involved in European projects. We've just set up a European project, Genes in Urban Management in Southeast Europe, and this is a project which involves